Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Rosier from Richmond City Public Schools, and I'm going to be doing a lesson with you today, a math lesson, and it's geometry. It's a two-part. Well, I'm doing part A, lesson 24 from the middle grade band, geometry part A, and we're talking about angles and volume and perimeter. And our learning objective or the learning goal is I will identify and compare angles and compare shapes and compare pairs of angles and compare shapes. Awesome. Alrighty, so we're going to go over our topic words and we're still talking about DNA. And our first word is different, meaning not the same. Meaning everybody in your family does not look alike. Different. The next word is traits. What makes a person look different from another person? Traits. Very good. And the next one is what? Parents. That's where we get our DNA from. We get our DNA from our parents. Now, being that we're doing geometry, we have a lot of words we're going to go over. Okay? So the first word is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. It is the longest side when you have the triangle, the longest side of the triangle that goes across a 90-degree angle. So this will be the 90-degree part, and this will be the hypotenuse that comes across it. Now make sure you slow it down, or you can write these in your math journal. The next word is a leg. A leg is part of the right angle, the 90-degree angle. Okay, it's only one side. This is one side and that's one side. This is a leg and that's a leg. So one of the sides of the triangle that makes a 90-degree angle, because this would be the 90-degree angle. So this is a leg and that's a leg. Very good. All right, the next one is an area. It's the surface inside a figure or shape. The area. The surface inside the area, like the area of a room. The next word is a triangle. A triangle. 3 equal sides. A triangle has 3 sides. The next word is a right angle. It's measured at 90 degrees. A right angle. The next word is height. Distance from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top of something. Height. Height. The next word is an acute angle, less than 90 degrees. You see the difference? Less than 90 degrees. The next word is side, flat part of a three-dimensional surface. Flat side. The next word is obtuse, larger than a 90-degree angle. Larger than a 90-degree angle. And we call this similar shapes. They're very similar. They're not the same size, but they're similar. They're not the same because it'll be the exact same shape and size. Okay, so this word is area. It's another word that says area. Perimeter. The boundary outside of the shape or an area. The boundary, what's on the outside. You only do the outside. The area is the whole thing. Okay, a rectangular prism. And this is congruent, meaning it's the same size and shape. No matter how you arrange it, it's still the same size and shape, congruent. Length is the measure of something from one end to the other end. Length. And a circle is a curved line segment that meets. Circle. The width is the measure of the short side of something to the other short side or shorter side. The width, usually the shorter side. The next word is measure. An adequate fixed amount. Measure. To measure. You measure something using a ruler. The next word is circumference. The same thing. It goes around. A line that goes around the circle. You have a rectangle, four-side polygon with four right angles. And then here's another side, the flat side of a solid shape. Side. Mhm. And then there's the square. Four equal sides, four corners and edges. All right, so those are the geometry words for this time for part A. We have another set for part B. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue on with our activities. Now, I want you all to use those words and put those words in your math journal because you are needed. You will need it. All right, now we're going to do chart one, and chart one has some words in it. What I want you to do is cut this out and put it inside of your journal. Glue that and paste it inside of your journal. So the first word is point, a point that represents a place, just a dot. Ray, a part of a line that has one start point and goes on forever in the other direction. So you have a point here and it goes infinity, it keeps going and going and going to the next side. That's a ray. Okay? Now remember, it's just ray, not array, it's ray. Array, we're talking about something else, is ray. Angle, two rays that share a common endpoint. Two rays that share a common endpoint. That's an angle. That it comes down to here, comes there. This is the angle. We didn't have to say what angle, kind of angle that is. All righty. Right angle that has a square corner of what? 90 degrees. This is the square corner. That would not have a square corner. This is have a square corner. An acute angle is an angle smaller than a right angle that measures less than 90 degrees and more than 0. So this is your acute angle right here. Obtuse angle is an angle bigger than a right angle that measures more than 90 degrees and less than 180. Okay, so this is the 90 degree here, so it measures more than. Alrighty, straight angle is a straight line that measures 180. A straight line, and this is that angle. Okay, alrighty, very good. Now let's move on. All right, let's figure some things out here. Okay, so we are going to classify some angles. Alrighty, it says this is an obtuse angle. Find the obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is larger than the right angle. So let's see if that goes there. Very good. Okay, so this is an acute angle. Find the acute angle. Yes, it is smaller. This is the acute angle. This is a right angle. A right angle straight up and to the right, straight. And you have a square point, a square point. Very good. All right, did you all get that? Good. Excellent. Okay, here we go again. So it says this is a right angle. Find the right angle. Now remember, it has to be straight up and down for 90 degrees. Which one is it? Yes, good. And this is an obtuse angle. See, it does, as long as it's more, it doesn't have to be a big amount more. Just as long as it's more, it will be an obtuse angle. So which one would that be? This one, or this one? Top, middle, or bottom? Top. Very good. Okay, so this is an acute angle. Remember, it doesn't have to be way, too far away or real small from the right angle, as long as it's less than 90 degrees. So which one is it? Top, middle, or bottom? The middle. Very good. Good matching. All righty. That's good. So we're going to go over chart 2. Chart 2, we're talking about complementary angles and supplementary angles. All righty. So so there are two angles. Complementary angles are two angles that are complementary when they are, let me make it bigger so I can see. Okay, so two angles are complementary when they make a right angle or add up to 90. Okay, they will be complementary to each other. Okay, and then the next one says supplementary. Supplementary is two angles. Two angles are supplementary when they make a straight angle that adds up to 180. So they both have to total 80. Complementary when it goes to 90 degrees, when it becomes a right angle, and supplementary when it becomes a straight line, 180 degrees. All righty, let's see. Okay, let's get those done. Yes. All righty. So the blue and orange size angles are complementary angles. All righty. Excuse me. They're complementary angles. What do we say? Complementary angles have to equal to what? They have to equal to 90. Yes. So it has to equal to 90. So we're going to drop the 0, and 6 plus 3 is 90. So which one would it be? Very good. All righty. So the blue and orange angles are supplementary angles. Find the supplementary angles. So what do we say? It's supposed to equal to how much? 180, and it's going to be a straight line. So when you add 10 plus 170, it becomes 180. And it goes there. Very good. So that's how we do that. Let's keep going. That's our chart 2. We have several charts. Now let's do chart 3. Now chart 3 has adjacent, and remember we have complementary, add up to 90, supplementary, add to 180. Now we have adjacent angles and vertical angles. Adjacent angles, remember the X, the perpendicular, okay? Adjacent angles, skip here so I can see the words. Adjacent angles, okay? Adjacent angles, they're made by intersecting lines. See how it intersects? They share a ray and have the same vertex and are not always equal. All right, so the same vertex, they're not always equal. Meaning right here, these are equal there together. And they share a ray. See how it shares the line. So now we have a vertical angle, and a vertical angle. made by intersecting lines. See how they intersect and are across from each other, and they have the same vertex and are equal. They are equal. See? Equal, 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 equal. So this is where it's equal. See where the purple is? That's equal here, equal there. Equal here, equal there. Equal here, and equal there. All right, let's see. All righty. Let's get the right one. All right. So we have these two angles adjacent. Okay, it says the blue and yellow angles are vertical angles. Remember, they are going to be equal. All of it's going to be equal. This is equal to that, and that's equal. Both sides will be 160, and this will be the same. It says find the vertical angles. Now, what are the vertical angles? Is it this one that has a different size or the one that has the same? It has the same. And the orange and the blue angles, okay, adjacent angles. They are not the same. You see how one has 125, other one has 55. So which one is that representing? Good job. Okay. All right, let's go on to chart number 4. We have parts of shapes. All right, so these are parts of shapes usually. All right, so we have a side. We have a side. It says one of the line segments that makes a flat shape. Angle, a shape made with two or more sides or edges meet. See how it has there? Two or more sides. That could be anything. That's the corner of a book, the corner of a chair. Parallel sides, that's the next one. Sides that are always same distance apart and will never touch even if they are longer. Never ever touch. Parallel. You just keep it going and going and going. A vertex. We just talked about the vertex. A point where two or more sides or edges meet. So you have an edge there, edge there, and edge there, and they come to one point. The vertex. A face is a flat or curved side of a solid shape. The flat or curved side of a solid shape. Plain shape is two-dimensional, is flat. I can't have a face because it's not solid. You need solid side. An edge is a line segment where two faces meet. An edge means this flat side and that flat side meets, and it makes an edge. We have a lot of edges in everything that we do. We have edges everywhere. Alrighty, let's move on. Okay, so we have our chart 3. Chart 4. And now we're going to go over our chart 5, and that's our flat shapes. Okay, now flat shapes is like a circle, one curved side, no angles. Square, four equal sides, two sets of parallel sides. This side's the side, keep going, but do not touch. And 4 right angles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, rectangle, 4 sides, 2 sets of equal sides, and 2 sets of parallel sides, but you still have 4 right angles. So you have 2 sets of parallel sides. This is a set, that's a set, and you have 4 angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a rectangle. A triangle has 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and how many? 3 angles, but are there any parallels? There are no parallels because they're going to cross at some point. They're going to cross. Okay, and a right angle. Now remember, we had the leg and hypotenuse. So we have three sides. This is a right angle, three sides, no parallel sides, one right angle, and two acute angles. So you have the acute angle right here and one right angle. But remember what we said? This is a leg and that's a leg. That's 90. We have a leg and then what part? The hypotenuse comes across the two legs to make where the two legs meet. Then we have the rhombus. The rhombus is like a sideways diamond. Four equal sides, two sets of parallel sides, two opposite equal acute angles, and two opposite equal obtuse angles. So you have one that's larger than a 90 degree. See, this is not larger than a 90 degree right here. See how wide it is? Then this one has this is acute. It is smaller than a 90 degree angle. All righty. So those were our, until we have another chart. One more chart. Now this is a solid shapes. Solid shapes, when you get to what's the first one? A sphere. What does a sphere look like? It looks just like a ball. A sphere is a ball. Has no flat faces, no edges, and no vertices. So it's a ball. That's a sphere. And we love playing with balls, don't we? I do. I like playing kickball, baseball, playing tennis, but my favorite is baseball. A cube. A cube is 6 flat square faces and 12 edges, 8 vertices. All right, so you have to get a cube, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That one right there. One here, there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the front one, and then the back one. 6 and 8 vertices, corners. All that one is all there. It meets where all the corners meet. Okay, rectangle prism is 8 flat rectangle faces. I mean, everything is a rectangle all over here. And 12 edges. You have all of your edges. And 8 vertices. All of your vertices right here. One here, one here, one here, one here. Then one here, one here, one here, and one there. A cone. A cone, like ice cream cone. Okay, you have one curved face. That's right here. A flat circle face. One curved edge. And one vertex. Cylinder. I like a soda can. Yes, or a cup. 2 flat circles faces. One curved face. 2 curved edges and no vertices. Okay, so you have 2 flat circles, 1 curved face, 2 curved edges, and no vertices. A pyramid has 4 triangle faces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 square or rectangle face. That's this right here. That's right there. That's the bottom. 8 edges. Right here, edge there. Like this is an edge, that's an edge, and that's an edge. That's 3, 2, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then you have 5 vertices. Vertices where everything meet. There's one here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 where everything meets. Awesome. Make sure you cut these pages out and put it inside of your math journal so you can refer to them later. All righty. Okay, so let's do this activity. Oops. Dante likes to change sizes on me all the time. All right, let's see. It says, look at the objects. Find the object that has a triangle shape. Put the matching triangle shape over that object. Okay, so you're looking for the triangle shape. All right, we're going to put it over the object. Okay, now it says we're only talking about the triangle. It says answer the questions about the triangle. Now remember, we just did our charts, so that's what they're talking about. So if you've cut your paper out, then you can look at that to answer your questions. So how many sides? We're talking about a triangle. How many? What did we say it was? What did we say it was? 3. Yes. How many equal sides does it have? Yes. 3. How many sets of parallel sides? Does it have any parallel sides? Look, let's see. No parallel sides. How many angles does it have? How many angles? And what kind of angle we call that? Acute angle. How many does it have? 3, yes. And how many, let's see, make it bigger so I can see that because I can't see it. Okay, so how many acute angles does it have? And it has what? 3, yes. How many obtuse angles? How many wide ones? No, it has none. And how many right angles? How many right angles? None. Very good. So the blank is a triangle. What is the triangle? What is it? Oh, uh-oh, wait a minute. Something went in there. All right, let's take the little slip of the hand there. Gotta move it around so we can see. Uh-oh, oops. Come on, thing. I don't want you over there. All righty, let's click that. All right, so it says, which one? Which one of these is a triangle? Okay, the bird's wing is the triangle. Very good. Excellent. All righty, let's move on. You are doing such a great job. Such a great job. We talked about the attributes. Now we'll talk about the chart number 7, where we're talking about similar and congruent. All right, so we have similar shapes and congruent shapes. All right, a similar shape is when two shapes are similar. They have the same shape, and equal angles. Matching sides can be multiplied or divided by the same number. All circles and squares all are similar. And then congruent shapes is when two shapes are congruent. They have the same shape, equal angles, and equal sides. All righty, let's see. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's see. Let's have some fun. Let's do similar first. Let's do this one. Wait a minute. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my similar shapes? There we go. All right, let's go over similar shapes. So it says, are shape A and B similar? We have A and B. Are they similar? Yes or no? Yes, I would say they're similar. So are the angles of shape B the same size as the matching angles of shape A? Are they the same size? Let's see. Oh, they're not the same size, are they? So let's change that. Yes, very good. Shape A is the blank shape, and shape B is the blank shape. What is shape A? Is it bigger or smaller? It is bigger. Okay, and shape B is smaller. Alrighty, let's get that a little bigger for me so I can at least read it. Alrighty, so are all the size of the smaller shape multiplied by the same number to equal the size of the bigger shape? It says put the length of each side of the smaller shape next to its color in the chart below, and put the chart of each side of this bigger shape next to its color in the chart below. Find what number each side of the smaller shape is multiplied by to equal the bigger shape. All right, here we go. So we're doing the smaller shape, and we have orange, purple, blue, and yellow. So where does it say first? The first side is a side, it is 5. Okay, and the purple side is what? 3. Go in there. 3. And the yellow side is 5. And the blue side is 3. All right, so now let's do the same thing for the bigger side. So the orange side is 10. Let's put that in there. Good. And the purple side for the bigger one is what? What is that one? 9. And the yellow side is 10. And the blue side is 9. All righty, very good. Okay, so now all of the sides of the smaller shape multiplied by the same number to equal the size of the bigger shape. All right, so all of the sides. All right, so what number? Okay, so we said times 2, times 3, times 2. Okay, so are all the sides of the smaller shape multiply the same number to equal the size of the bigger shape? Are all of them multiply the same number to equal the size? I would say, let's see. No, they are not. So because you have a 2 and 3, so they are not all multiplying by the same number. So are shape A and shape B similar? What do y'all think? You think it's similar? Say yes or no. Very good, because it said no here. Good job. Let's move on. You all are learning this really, really good. Now, I know we're going through this and you have to learn your shapes and your size. So let's keep going. Let's do the perimeter, area, and volume chart. All right, so this says perimeter, area, and volume. The distance around the outside of a shape, and add all the side lengths. So that's the perimeter. Everything that's on the outside. Everything. You add them. This plus this plus this plus this. All of that. That's the perimeter. An area is the space inside of a two-dimensional or flat shape. Inside this area here. Inside of it. Two-dimensional. Inside of it. Okay? And you measure in the unit squares and you count the unit squares inside the shape. So you have to count all of these to find out what is the area. The volume is the space inside of a three-dimensional or solid shape. That's from side to side, top to bottom. So if you were in a room, you would you measure everything top to bottom, side to side. That's to give you the idea. That's not how you really, that's to give you an idea. You want to measure everything, the area, the walls, everything, the full thing. Measure in unit cubes that fill the shape. Okay, so remember, in area, you did unit squares. In volume, you do unit cubes. All right, you do unit cubes. Okay. All righty. Here we go. Let's do perimeter. And we're talking about pet adoption. Find the perimeter of the poster. The perimeter is the distance around the poster. So we have side 1 is 9 units. Side 2 is 9 units. Side 3 is 9 units. Side 4 is 9 units. Perimeter of the poster is what? So we can do, how many nines we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 9. 36. Very good. Okay, we're still doing area. Then let's do the area. It says find the area of the adoption application. The area is the space inside a two-dimensional or flat shape. So this is a flat piece of paper. So we're doing 9. Let's get bigger. Okay, from the area of adoption, we have the two-dimensional or flat shape. We have the width is 9 units and the length is 10 units. So the length is 10. 10 units, and the width is 9 units. Okay, so 10 units times 9 units equals how much? What's 10 times 9? Uh-oh, wrong one. 90. 10 times 9 is 90. In the area of the adoption application, we have blank units, squared units. Okay, remember we talked about the squared. Okay, so it'll be square because remember, square is the number times itself. Okay, so what's that? 10 times 10 is 100, and 9 times 9, 81. Okay, so it would be 90 units, what? Squared. Okay, because that's what we have. That's what we did here. All right, good job. You are learning it. You're learning it. You're learning it. You're learning it. Learning it. Yes, you are learning it. Very good. All righty. Okay. Now, this is when we were talking about the hypotenuse, the right angle, and this is the hypotenuse right here. And you want to find A, this one and that one. You're going to times it. These two legs together, that's a leg and that's a leg. That makes the right angle. You're going to multiply that and you get that squared. Then you're going to find the A squared. Then you find the B squared and the hypotenuse squared. And then you're going to add that all together and that will give you your answer. Excuse me. All right, let's go. Let's see. Let's go back so I can talk to you about that. Is that there we go. All righty. Let's break this down for you. Okay, so we have, remember squares? A perfect square. So we will have 3 times 3 is, so it'd be 3. Let me see. Is what? 9. There's 9 there, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is what? 16. Okay, and then the hypotenuse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5. And 5 times 5 is also, so that'll be 20, 25. All righty, so now we have, let's see. So that's 9 plus 16. Uh-oh, wait a minute. So 9 plus 16 should equal 25. So we have 16. Let's go to the 9. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So the hypotenuse is the equivalent. So that's what? So that should be what? Equals, excuse me, 25. Okay, y'all got it? So that's what that is. So we had this squared, because see, remember to have the number is squared. And remember, we know how it's squared because it looks like a perfect square. And so all of this is a perfect square. And because of that, we had a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And our c squared was our hypotenuse right here. We squared this leg and we squared that leg. All righty. Good job. Okay, let's see. And that's the same thing here. That is the same thing here. So now you know how to do it. Do your squares to get to hypotenuse. And these together, these should be equal to that. All righty. I believe that's it for now. We have the circumference of a circle and then it goes around. All right. And you cut the string and then it is multiplied by 3.14. and that will give you your area in a circle. So you're going to cut your string and you're going to measure it, and that's where you're going to get that information from. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if I can, let's see. Where is it? Okay, I want, okay, so this is, when you cut your string, you measure around the circle. You measure, just get a piece of string and measure around it. Lay the string out, then you'll use a ruler to measure it. So use a ruler to measure the string. The length around the circle is the circumference. So what you measured around the can or whatever you use is your circumference. Then you're going to put that information where it says circumference. You're going to say the object, the can, is 10 inches around, and that's how you do that one. So that one would be an easy one that you can do because you all are so smart. And that is it for now. Thank you for listening. Please, please, please don't forget to put the information inside of your math journal so you can refer to it. All of the math journals and all of the charts, when you download it and you put it, glue it inside there, because you'll be able to keep it, because it's very, very good information for you. So as always, you all are unique learners. Keep on learning and keep reading and keep writing. Bye bye for now. You all have an awesome, awesome day.